thoughts at the end of that one?
Disappointed, of course, to lose the football match. Never ever want to lose a football match, but it's the FA Trophy, and I've made it quite clear that it probably wasn't high on my list of priorities. Now that we're in the first round of the FA Cup and where we are in the league with the amount of games that we've got already behind, but nevertheless disappointed to have lost. Disappointed in the manner that we conceded the goals today, but you know, there's lots of positives. One of the biggest positives, we've played a 17-year-old at centre half today in Alfie Marriott, who, you know, is a massive learning curve for him. So from his point of view, I'm delighted because we've got a good player in our hands there. And you know, when I analysed it and thought about it, at the end I could have quite easily gone in there and ripped into him, but I didn't, because there's lots of players in here that haven't played many minutes, and I think you could tell that today, just in match sharpness, and it just shows you trying to keep everyone happy, trying to get players minutes. It's extremely hard. So especially, you know, the way we've been playing, the way we've been winning. And it showed today, but nevertheless, you know, it was never really a 3-1 game. We probably caused 3 mistakes. We got punished 3 times. We've had a perfectly good goal disallowed for whatever reason. I thought the ref was terrible today for both sides, I must say. So yeah, disappointed. Lots to learn from it, but overall, you know, it's not cost us any points. It's you know, we have to take the positive from it, which we will.
Conceded those 2 goals in the first half quite close together. Was that particularly frustrating, given the way that you started the game quite positively?
Yeah, I thought we started the game really, really well, and we looked comfortable. But then we just, in terms of our bit of tactics, you know, we allowed the 6 and the 8 probably to get on the ball a little bit too much and dictate the play, and we addressed that at half time, and you know, we were better in the second half, as you could see. But yeah, to concede a goal is disappointing, but then to concede another one is, you know, is disappointing as well. But then the lads, as you've seen all season, they keep going. We get ourselves a goal, and then it's all to play for. And I thought, you know, we started the second half fairly well, and then obviously we've conceded. And then I thought, you know, it was to-in and fro-in really. We had opportunities. Their keepers pulled off an incredible save against Zhao. That goes in. Tom's goal's given. Then the game's a different game. And I've always said always along, you know, it's about fine margins, and today was fine margins. Terrible refereeing decisions, poor goals conceded, but it's football, you know, as I've always said. And we're not going to win every game. It's just, you know, we're quite lucky today. It's in a game that, you know, isn't, whether you agree with me or not, isn't right at the top of our priority.
The goal that we did score was one of the real positives that you take away, the way that Callum Ross sprayed the ball out, Jordan's cross, and the finish from Lewis. Really nice goal.
Yeah, because it's part of the, you know, the plan that we worked on this week about, you know, a couple of passes in the midfields. We wanted to use the wing backs. We felt the space was down the channel, down the width today, on the width, and Jordan's put in a great ball. Louis controlled it well and smashed it in the top of the net. So it was something that we worked on the training ground, and you know, we did it. When Josh went down the left, he's fired one in, and Zhao's, you know, the keeper's basically just hit him. So, you know, there's some really, really good stuff today, but it did look like a performance where players haven't played enough minutes. It looked, you know, just lack of match fitness, and that is it. And we've, you know, their team was at full strength bar 1 player today, and they're, what, 3rd in our league? And, you know, we didn't probably deserve to lose 3-1, but we cost ourselves the game. So, you know, we'll learn from it, and you know, now we've got 5 home games on the bounce, and I think the next away game's back here. So, you know, we'll be in a far better place next time we come in.
And now, of course, you're able to concentrate fully on the FA Cup game next Saturday against Forest Green. There must be a huge deal of excitement among the squad about that game.
Yeah, kind of used that at half time. Maybe it smelt just a little bit of, perhaps people didn't want to get injured for next week. Maybe that was being a bit too harsh, but it is a massive occasion for the football club, and yeah, my focus now will turn. We'll learn from this tonight. We'll analyse it over the next 24, 48 hours, and then our focus will turn to next Saturday, which will be a massive, you know, momentous occasion for the football club, but a tough task for us. And we're going to have to be at our very, very best to get a result against them. And you know, it's clear for everyone to see today. You know, I rested, you know, the players that have been playing the bulk of the games. I didn't want to have to put them on, although, you know, I got heavily criticised by a supporter today who apparently said I don't know what I'm doing. So, you know, I'm never going to be able to please everyone. But you know, we've come again off the pitch today about not having any injuries. We've rested players that are clearly going to be involved next week. So for me, it's a positive all round, bar the result.
Of course, 4 divisions between the teams next Saturday. If you wanted to put in a very good account of yourselves, but I guess you go into that game with nothing to lose.
Well, again, you know, it's a free hit, as it was against Scunthorpe, and that's very rare this season. We go in with no pressure and a free hit for us. I gather they've lost again today, so you know their confidence will be low no matter who you come up against. If you're not winning football matches, and then you've got to come away to a non-league club, it's difficult. So, like I say, we have to be at our very best. I watched them live Tuesday; they're a good side. We'll give them the respect, but I think if you give them too much respect, then it can become very difficult, and we certainly won't do that. We'll roll our sleeves up. We'll work on it on the training ground this week, and then next week, you know, we'll give it our very best shot.
Just finally, there's over 2,800 tickets sold, and I'm sure it's going to be a bouncing atmosphere there as well. How much of a difference do you think they could make on the day?
Oh, they make a massive difference, as they have done since I've been at the football club, home and away. You know, they will get right behind the team, whether that goes up to over 3,000, which I would imagine it would. You know, it's a huge occasion for everyone connected to the club, and that includes the supporters. They deserve it. Because as I say, last time they did it was behind closed doors, so now they can enjoy the occasion, you know, and they know for one thing's for sure, even here today, you know, I know we've been beaten, but our players never give up. They keep going right to the death, as we did here today. And whatever the result next week, I'll never come in front of this camera and say we didn't try hard enough, because that would never be the case. So, you know, we'll prepare well this week. Hopefully I'll have a full squad to pick from, which will be the difficult thing, because everyone wants to play. Unfortunately, I can only pick, you know, 10 outfield players. But, you know, we'll look forward to it.